It was a sunny morning in Umuoma village. Amaka, a brave girl with bright eyes and fast feet, was on her way to the stream to fetch water. She danced as she walked, swinging her empty blue plastic container and singing a sweet Igbo song. As Amaka reached the narrow footpath beside the big mango tree, something shiny on the ground caught her eye. She stopped, knelt down, and picked it up. It was a beautiful gold ring. It looked new, clean, and it sparkled in the sun like fire. Amaka looked around. Nobody was in sight. "Who dropped this ring?" she whispered. She waited. No answer. She smiled and placed the ring in her skirt pocket. "I will show Mama when I get home," she said, and continued walking to the stream. That night, Amaka had a strange dream. She was running through a dark forest. A woman in a long black dress was chasing her, screaming, "Give me back my ring!" Amaka screamed and woke up sweating. "Mama! Mama!" she cried, running into her mother's room. Mama, who was resting on her bamboo bed, sat up. "What is it, Amaka?" Amaka told her mother about the dream. Her mother frowned. "A dream is a message. You should have left that ring alone. But don't worry, in the morning we'll take it to the church." Amaka nodded. She returned to bed, but the dream came again. This time the woman was crying blood. "Why did you take my ring?" she shouted. Amaka screamed and woke up again. The next morning, strange things started happening. Their kerosene lamp broke without anyone touching it. Their goat refused to eat. And Mama, who was strong the day before, became weak and could not stand up. "Mama, are you okay?" Amaka asked, holding her mother's hand. Mama's skin was hot, her eyes were red, and she could not speak well. "Take the ring to the church," she whispered. Amaka ran outside to call their neighbor, Auntie Ugo. "Please come and help. Mama is very sick," she cried. Auntie Ugo rushed in and saw Mama lying down, sweating. "Let's take her to the health center." They rushed Mama to the health center. The nurse checked her and gave her an injection. "She has a high fever." "What happened?" the nurse asked. Amaka told her about the ring. The nurse looked shocked. "My child, never pick strange things on the road. Some rings are not ordinary. Some are cursed." That night, Amaka stayed with Auntie Ugo. In the dark, she heard a knock on the door. "Knock, knock. Who is there?" Auntie Ugo asked. No answer. The knocking continued. Amaka went to peep through the window. She saw a tall man in black clothes standing with his back to the door. She could not see his face. Her heart began to beat fast. The next morning they found red powder on the doorstep and 3 white feathers. Auntie Ugo shouted, "Chineke, this is not ordinary. Someone is doing juju." Amaka told Auntie Ugo everything. About the ring, the dreams, the man in black. "We must see the pastor," Auntie Ugo said. "Right now!" They walked quickly to the small church at the edge of the village. Pastor Ezekiel was inside praying. When he saw them, he said, "I've been waiting for you, Amaka." Amaka was shocked. "How did you know my name?" she asked. The pastor smiled. "God told me last night. He said a girl with a golden ring will come." She gave him the ring. He looked at it and prayed. Suddenly, a strong wind blew through the church. The candles went off. The pastor shouted, "This ring is from the underworld." Amaka screamed. "What should I do?" Pastor Ezekiel said, "You must return it to where you found it, and before sunset. If not, more danger will come." That evening, Amaka and the pastor walked back to the mango tree where she found the ring. He dug a small hole. "Place the ring here," he said. Amaka dropped the ring in the hole. Suddenly, the ground shook a little. A loud voice shouted from the trees, "Leave my ring and never look back." They quickly covered the hole with sand. Pastor Ezekiel poured oil on it and prayed. The air became calm again. The sun slowly went down.
That night, Amaka had a peaceful sleep. No dream, no woman, no dark forest. Just the sound of birds and wind. The next morning, Mama sat up on her bed. Her fever was gone. "Amaka," she said weakly, "I feel better." Amaka hugged her tight, crying. Mama stood up and walked to the kitchen. "Chineke, it's a miracle," Auntie Ugo said. "The evil is gone." Amaka told Mama everything that happened, about the pastor, about the ring, about the voice. Mama nodded. "This world is deep. We must be careful." 1 week later, Amaka went back to the mango tree. She stood quietly and looked at the ground. The wind blew softly. She smiled and walked away. She now understood that not everything shiny is good. Sometimes danger hides inside beauty. Later in school, her teacher asked, What lesson did you learn during the holiday? Amaka stood and said, I learned that obeying my mother saved my life. That evening, Amaka told her friends the story of the ring. They listened with wide eyes. I will never pick anything on the road again, one of them said. The news of the ring spread around the village. Old women said, it was a spirit's ring. Some said, Amaka is brave. Others warned their children. One day, a man in black came again to the village. He asked for Amaka, but this time the villagers chased him away with sticks and stones. After that day, no strange thing happened again. The goat started eating. The house became peaceful. And Mama got stronger. Amaka became wiser. Whenever she saw anything on the road, she walked past it, even when it looked new or fine. People started calling her Amaka the Brave. Her story was told at the village square during moonlight tales. Pastor Ezekiel smiled when he saw Amaka in church. God has big plans for you, he said. Amaka smiled. I will always listen to his voice. Years later, Amaka grew up and became a teacher. She told her pupils the story of the golden ring and the lesson it taught her. She always ended the story with these words: be careful, be wise, don't touch what is not yours, and always listen to your mother. And from that day on, no child in Umuoma village ever picked anything from the road again.
Thank you so much for listening to today's enchanting story. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe for more magical tales that spark your imagination. Every story is a door to a new adventure, and I'm so glad you walked through it with me today. Stay curious, stay kind, and keep dreaming big. Until next time, keep the magic alive in your heart. I'll see you again soon for another wonderful story. Bye for now.